Hi everybody, quick Electroneum update for you with regards to the recent announcements about Liquid, the exchange, and SistemKoin, the exchange. The reason we've gone off and got excited about it, and some people are perhaps missing why it's so exciting, is because both these exchanges are now offering us fiat pairings for Electroneum, for ETN. Now what a fiat currency is, things like US dollars, GBP, euros, they're all fiat currencies. These are state currencies, these are currencies used in the existing normal monetary system. And what you'll find that ETN had up to now, and most cryptocurrencies have, is a pairing with other cryptocurrencies. So normally you'd be buying ETN with Bitcoin. So that means if you had some pounds, some euros, some dollars, the only way to buy it was to buy some Bitcoin first and then transfer the Bitcoin into Electroneum. The only way to sell it was to sell the Electroneum for Bitcoin and then transfer it back. It's a bit of a convoluted process. So fiat pairings are really exciting for us, and they are most certainly a step into the bigger players. Not many of the smaller cryptocurrencies will have fiat pairings. So we've got a fiat pairing with Liquid, which gives us access to euros. And that euro obviously gives you the whole of the European Union, but it also gives anybody else the ability to transfer euros into that account and buy Electroneum directly with those euros. And the SistemKoin strategic partnership, we've sought them out specifically because they're in Turkey, which I'll come on to in a moment. But that gives us US dollar pairing, so people can buy directly in US dollars and sell for US dollars. And it gives us a Turkish lira fiat pairing, which again is a really exciting thing. So Americans also, so US citizens can open an account with SistemKoin in Turkey. So that gives pretty much the whole world the ability to buy and sell Electroneum in a fiat currency. So why have we chosen, excuse me, why have we chosen SistemKoin? SistemKoin are in Turkey. Turkey is a really progressive market in cryptocurrency. They get cryptocurrency more than just about anybody in the world, actually. I think 53% of the people in Turkey see cryptocurrency as the future of electronic money, digital purchase capability. And I think 18% of people in Turkey own cryptocurrency already. That's a massive percentage in comparison to most of the rest of the world. So they're very, very progressive. Huge amounts of fiat currency in Turkey is going into crypto, into the crypto market as a whole. So a very exciting place for us to be, and we have some interesting other strategic partnerships that we're seeking to do in Turkey, which is why we've chosen them. So the two things that we have, Liquid, SistemKoin, give us a really, really good exposure to the fiat market. Now you might say, okay, but what does that mean? But we remember that we're trying to get away from being the 1% of just crypto investors in their little community into the 99%, which is the rest of the world, the corporate partnerships, the small vendor partnerships. Now, from their point of view, you have to overcome every single challenge along the way. And one of the challenges is that they don't really want to have to jump in and out of Bitcoin or Ethereum to purchase or to take remittance in Electroneum. So they really want to be able to jump straight from Electroneum into whatever their local currency is, and certainly US dollars and euros is a great start, and from Turkey of course straight into Turkish lira. And you'll also find that the corporates, again, they don't really want the hassle of having to calculate and think about two cryptocurrencies. Now I'll explain that a little bit more when I talk about our accountancy system, perhaps in another video. But we have most certainly identified an obstacle, we've overcome that obstacle, and it's exciting for the future. Now, where that leads us to is our WooCommerce integration, a few other integrations. We've just had Joomla, an integration has just been completed. I think the Magento plugin is now available for the public to use. So as these e-commerce platform integrations come online, we're going to start advertising campaigns to try and find vendors, because an awful lot of these vendors don't realize that cryptocurrency even exists, let alone how to integrate it and what the benefits are. The first campaign we're starting is for WooCommerce. We have a really lovely plugin made by one of our community members that literally within minutes, if you own a WooCommerce online store, within minutes you can get it up and working with accepting ETN. So there's massive benefits to that store for doing so. Obviously, they've got another payment method. They've got access to a global community of people who have ETN and are looking for outlets. And obviously, if they're one of the earlier adopters, we'll get behind them as well. We're going to be running a directory of these stores, finding places that or demonstrating and showing places that accept ETN. So there's all sorts of reasons for the vendors to get involved. Exposure is one of them, new route to market, local press, all sorts of things. There's lots of benefits, but they don't know. So how are we going to get them? We've got a whole campaign lined up for WooCommerce, our Woo campaign. And that starts either today or possibly tomorrow. We've got a landing page that we have to finish and get live. And as soon as that landing page is live, we've geared it all up and we're going to press the button on getting the advertising live to try and find vendors. And you might scratch your heads and go, well, how many people are using WooCommerce? It's a surprising amount. There are about 3.5 million e-commerce sites out there in the world today using WooCommerce. You can check those stats if you go off and have a look at something like Built With, type in WooCommerce, you'll find an online analysis package that will show you how many people are using it. And we've drilled that down. Our first target market, there are 65,000 sites that we've identified that sell digital goods. So if you imagine that, 65,000 people that are going to be able to accept ETN, if they accept ETN by us encouraging them to do so. Why would they be better than someone else? Well, if somebody's selling something physical, they've got to post it and you've got a global audience. So it's maybe less easy than if you've got a digital product you can deliver to anyone on the planet. So we target the digital people first, and then we'll spread out and we'll target absolutely everybody. Then once the Magento plugin's fully polished, we'll go out to the Magento sites, we'll go out to the Joomla sites, etc., etc. So we're going to be encouraging vendors to come on. At the same time, of course, we are also dropping in on the ground in lots of different places to increase local acceptance. There's all sorts going on in the background, but there is tons of exciting things about this fiat pairing that perhaps is being missed. I didn't know if everybody understands just how exciting it is that we've got these fiat pairings, how it opens the doors to vendors, how it opens the doors to some of these corporate partnerships we're looking at, and how basically it's awesome. So have a great day, guys. All the best.